Hi everyone, I'm Leslie, and I'm traveling the world looking for everything that's unique, different, and the more off the beaten path, the better. And we are currently scouring Italy. Our original plan was to start in Rome, work our way up wherever we found that we loved, but ultimately we needed to land in Milan. Today, we're landing in Milan. And the whole idea with Milan is that we have Bruce Springsteen's tickets. Our plans changed a bit. Bruce Springsteen's concert was canceled. So what comes our way via Milan? Wait until you see this.
Oh, it is nice. Oh, as it can be. Yes.
Okay, first, full disclosure, I didn't know a lot about Milan. I knew the Duomo was there, and I definitely wanted to see that. I had seen the Duomo in Florence, loved it, and so I for sure wanted to see and knew about the Duomo in Milan. But short of that, all I knew was like the fashion mecca of the world, and just hoity-toity, elite, beautiful, and just high-end. That's what I had in my mind. I was not a fan of Milan, and I know, don't come at me, all the Milan fans, but I just was not a fan. It did not feel like a fashion mecca at all. We didn't spend a lot of time in the city, but we were there for 3 days. We did tour a lot of the main center of the city, and I don't know, it just didn't feel super clean. It didn't feel like high-end fashion. It didn't feel like a lot of, first of all, what I was expecting, and also what we had seen in Italy. So I was just disappointed with Milan. We, of course, our whole purpose for being there is Bruce Springsteen's concert, which was canceled. So now we're trying to kind of figure out, what does Milan have for us? And several things happened for us while we were in Milan. Another thing we're supposed to do from Milan is, it's kind of our jumping off point to do all of Switzerland. We're going to drive all of Switzerland. So we're right here, it's the border, we can totally do that. So while we're in Milan, we decide that we're not going to drive Switzerland. We just drove all of Italy, and I don't know, we both were just kind of done driving. And so the thought of driving town by town by town through Switzerland, although the beauty of Switzerland and seeing it in that way would be really special, I don't know, neither one of us were really on that page any longer. And so Roy mentions, what about going to London from Milan instead of Switzerland? And I'm at first like, we're going to abandon all of Switzerland and go to London? We've been to London several times. Love London. but we've never been to Switzerland. So I was kind of like, I don't know, let me sleep on it. So as we're talking about it, completely separate story. We're of course, you know, just perusing the web. Roy says, how do you feel about taking the train, the Bernina Express, through Switzerland? And I said, wait, if I can get the Bernina Express through Switzerland, then let's do London. So just like that, we decide we're going to do the Bernina Express train. We get the bus in Milan. It takes us to St. Moritz. And then from St. Moritz, the train circles its way through Switzerland, through the Alps, back down to Torino. There's no way to describe this. And I'm sorry in advance for a massive amount of pictures, but one of the most amazing things we have done around the world was this train today on the Bernina Express through Switzerland. Just absolutely extraordinary. Loved every single minute of it. And I'm just gonna let the video and pictures play out here because there's really no commentary necessary. It is just, if you're ever in northern Italy, anywhere near Milan, or able to get the Bernina Express train, so a lot of different ways you can do this train, absolutely do it. The way we did it was through a Viator Tour. I'll put the Viator Tour link in the caption of the video. Totally reasonably priced. The tour company does this all day, every day. They have it down. The bus driver driving these like crazy mountain roads, he knows it like the back of his hand, and the guide was incredible. Just cannot recommend it enough.
Like for sure is the most famous lake here in Italy. It's one of the three biggest lakes, but it's not the biggest one. The White House in Washington DC, they got inspired of one of the villas that Palladio had already built in Veneto region. So in Veneto region there is a White House somewhere. Okay, the city of Turin was the first Italian capital. You know that they Switzerland is
What is a mountain's favorite music?
A mountain's favorite music. Well, we're in Switzerland, so the only answer would be rock music.
Rock music. On the Bernina train to go from St. Moritz to what's the town?
Torino, on our way to Milan.
So excited to see the Swiss Alps.
Prossima fermata Ostia. Next halt, Ostia. Next stop, Ostia.
I hope that you were super inspired to take the train through Switzerland. I would do that every day for the rest of my life. Absolutely loved it. Our last day in Milan, we decided we're going to do the tour of the city. Another thing I highly recommend is using GPSmyCITY. It's an app. It has been so helpful all over the world. You can create your own map, pick the highlights of the things that you want to see in the city. It'll navigate you. It works without an internet connection. When you get to the site, it'll tell you about the site. It's like a built-in little tour guide. I love it. I'm not compensated by GPSmyCITY at all. Just love the app. So we do a little map of the city of Milan, and we start wandering around. Wow. Around. We of course want to see the Duomo. The Milan Cathedral took nearly 6 centuries to complete. Construction began in 1386, and the final details were completed in 1965. It is the largest church in the Italian Republic, the larger St. Peter's Basilica in the state of the Vatican City, and the third largest in the world. One thing I would recommend is anywhere that you're touring churches, and I didn't really think about it, but you don't want to have your shoulders or your knees exposed. And I of course have a tank top on the day we go to the cathedral. So they sent me to the ticket office, and there was a little vending machine that you could get a shawl. It was like €3, a little kind of really thin fabric shawl. So just think about that before you go into or just throw one in your backpack, honestly. The cathedral is beautiful. We actually found on our way to the Duomo a Mexican food restaurant, but nothing was open, and so we didn't know, what we would run into on our way back. We ended up stopping there for dinner. Really good Mexican food. We were just over Italian food at this point, and so the Mexican food and a margarita was just a perfect way to end our day touring Milan. And like I said, we just on a whim decided we were going to book plane tickets and fly to London. So we're off from Milan, and we flew to London.
Prego.
Off to London.
Prego.
Grazie. And
Prego.
then hello and goodbye. How do we say it in a British accent?
L'Oreal.
And if you enjoyed the video, if you have any questions about the train or how it works, or if you've been on the train, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video today, or you have comments about Milan, I also would like to hear that. But if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can be notified of future videos. Next up, we have an incredible stop in London. And London's one of those places that most people have probably seen London and all the most popular places to see and go to. But we do something in London that was pretty. We actually did several things in London while we were there that were so cool that you don't want to miss the next video of us kind of taking a little side trip to London. So until London, thank you for being here today for Milan and for Switzerland. And until London, bye for now.